The woman herself said that a girl becomes a woman at age 9.
Crazy.
Another thing is that there was quoted people in the hadith that people had been a grandmother at age 21. So basically, it was very common for people back then to mature faster.
So just because people did things earlier doesn't mean they were more mature. Through science, your hip bones and uterus do not fully develop until your late teens, which is usually around the age of 18.
Okay, well, explain to me how it's possible for someone to be a grandmother at age 21.
Through terrible actions that are condemned to hell. Hello, how are you? And just real quick, how old are you?
I am 18. So I've seen a lot of your lives, and it seems like you have definitely studied a lot of religions. But what specifically made you turn away from Islam?
I don't want to get banned.
Just let's go around it, because I'm sure it's gonna be something about morality, right?
I don't want to get banned.
Okay, just give me a number, okay? I kind of have a
feeling. Bro,
there's no way that gets you banned. And me giving a number.
Yeah. Okay. The number 9 and someone's relation to that number would be a big thing, but also the historical inaccuracies that it gets.
Okay, so you're talking about the marriage, which was first of all, of course,
but here's the thing. I'll just stop you real quick. Even if you convince me that marriage didn't happen or it's moral in some sort of framework, hold on. Even if you did that, it would not convince me of Islam.
Okay, but for anybody that in the chat that's just thinking, I just want to say that the woman herself said that a girl becomes a woman at age 9.
Crazy! I met kids that said they were Batman. Are they Batman?
No, I'm saying the quote was quoted to be much after that. For example, they had a 16-year-old command the entire armies of the Muslims back then. That's how it was. People used to mature.
That doesn't mean it's good, bro. Just because 16-year-olds led an army back then doesn't mean I'm going to send a 16-year-old out to war now.
Okay, but my point is, people used to mature much faster then. So
prove that claim. People matured much faster back then.
There's studies on it, because people
show me a study,
especially. Okay, sure. Well, I mean, do you want me to search up through the internet?
How did they study people's growth 4,000 years ago or 2,000 or however long it was?
Well, I'm sure they used using bones from back then, studying that type of stuff.
Their bones?
Because even if for example, they knew that people didn't live as long back then as well. People actually, another thing is that there was quoted people in the hadith that people had been a grandmother at age 21. So basically, it was very common for people back then to mature faster.
So just because people did things earlier doesn't mean they were more mature. So scientifically, your hip bones and your hold on. Through science, your hip bones and uterus do not fully develop until your late teens, which is usually around the age of 18, which is why we have that number. It's not arbitrary.
18?
Yes.
Okay. Well, explain to me how it's possible for someone to be a grandmother age 21.
Through terrible actions that are condemned to hell.
It would be literally impossible if they didn't reach the age of puberty.
It would be. Hold on. That's not what I said. Puberty is the start of your development. It's not the end of it. The end of your development for a woman is when their uterus is fully developed and their hip bones have grown to a sufficient size. That does not happen until your late teens. You start your puberty, right? A lot younger, but it doesn't finish. You don't start it and finish it the same day, bro. You know that, right? Please tell me you know that.
Okay.
Hold on, answer. Do you know that?
I do know that.
Okay.
But the thing is that stops someone from getting married. Nowadays, people, what is it? They have sex at age 13, 14. You see them in middle school. They haven't finished puberty.
You want to pull this up while I'm arguing? He says, read chapter 65, verse 4 of the Quran.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
All right. You can read. Keep going, bro. He's pulling that up.
Yeah. So basically, people I'm just saying that it doesn't necessitate that. What was I gonna say? It just because they haven't completely finished, that doesn't necessitate that's necessarily wrong. And then
okay, so I have on my iPad, I have about 15 or 12 to 17 papers, I don't remember exactly, that go through the data of the damage that happens to girls when they get married at a young age.
Okay, so was that for that study? Was it what? Was it in these ages? Was it Was it for 200 years ago? Was it for 300 years ago? Bodies have changed over the
Okay,
years.
so you're going to make that claim. Prove it.
Obviously, they've changed. For example, human lifespans have changed over the years as well. So
Because of
that's common.
healthcare.
No, it's not just because
Okay,
of health.
hold
Over
on, hold on,
time.
pause. Nick, you want to read it?
Yeah. So it says, as for your woman past the age of menstruation, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months. And those who have not menstruated as well. As for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery. And whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make their matters easy for them.
Wait, hold up. So you don't even have to menstruate? Is that what you're telling me, Nick?
Because
Oh,
when
no,
you
that's
ask
Allah's words.
Did the Quran just say that you don't even have to start your period?
I like interrupted, but as I was saying, when you're at menopause, do you menstruate or not?
And it says who have not menstruated, not who does not.
You know, in Islam, you can be engaged before marriage, before puberty, but you can't. But the what is it? The actual making of the marriage can't be done until after puberty.
Okay,
So-
show me any hadith or any Quran verse that says that.
Okay, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what he did was he engaged Aisha at age 6, but he waited 3 years to actually consummate the marriage because Aisha wasn't actually physically ready for it.
Okay, again, show me a verse or hadith that says you cannot.
The burden of proof is on you right now.
Right, yeah, right here. It's on the screen. Right there. It says you can. As for
Because
a
it
woman
doesn't
past
say-
the age of menstruation, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months. And for those who have not menstruated as well, as for those who are pregnant, their waiting period ends with delivery. It's right there.
not
It's right
regarding
there on
sex.
the screen.
Okay, but the thing is that it's not regarding sex. It's about marriage.
Where does it say marriage?
Because this is about divorce. If you divorce somebody
Where does it say
before,
divorce?
if this is the whole the surah is named at talaq, which means the divorce.
Is that true, Nick?
It's true. I'm Muslim,
I
so
don't know if
would
that's
know
what al-talaq means. I'll look it
Okay.
up.
Good. So just because
um,
just because I'm Muslim doesn't mean you're right.
Okay, look.
You also
Okay, sure.
you also like capped about a couple things. What's that, Nick?
I think it means the divorce. Yeah.
The divorce?
I don't know what that has to do with this verse though. But
Yeah, neither do I.
So it has to basically I'm talking the thing has to do with marriage, not sex. Okay. So
What do you do the night you get married?
this whole discussion.
What do
doesn't
you
actually have
do
to
the night
anything.
you get married?
You don't have to though. That's why the Prophet, peace be upon him, you waited 3 years for
Okay,
to actually
show me
have
they
one
weren't
verse.
married though. Okay, they didn't like that. They're not considered married in Islam till you consummate. That's the whole point.
No, that's not true. Because you can have the marriage but not consummate it. You don't have to consummate it the night of the marriage.
Yeah, if you're not consummated, the marriage isn't considered to be fully like basically done with.
What?
Okay,
Like,
either
so you're
way,
supposed to do that
either
too.
way, it doesn't matter. Well, hold on.
Doesn't-
I don't care. I'm gonna grant it to you. It says after puberty. Still horrible
so
and
it's-
wrong, my friend.
No, it's not. You can't prove that to me.
It causes, yes, I have 12 to 17 papers. I got to count how many there are that says it causes damage. It causes harm. If your hip bones are not wide enough to birth a child, what's going to happen when you push a child out, bro?
You wait for the woman to be actually ready for marriage.
Great. That's 18. That's when your hips are fully developed.
Okay, so look, this whole discussion isn't gonna prove Islam or is it gonna disprove
I
Islam?
know.
because
That's
it's
what I
about
said at the
morality.
start of the conversation, but you kept going into it.
What I wanted to actually get to was what the other Muslim guy was talking about before, which was what is it, divine nature? So the human nature is not all powerful, right?
The human nature is
Right.
not all powerful.
Human nature is
Yeah,
not all
human nature in virtue of itself is not all powerful.
powerful. And the divine nature is all powerful, right?
Yes.
Okay, so could Jesus make another planet?
Could
Yes.
Jesus make another planet? Of course.
But his human nature says he can't.
So, what?
But he
has a
would
divine
make it in
nature.
virtue of his divine nature.
So, but his human nature dictates that he
Okay,
can't.
how many
do it, and they're
natures
both-
does he have? One or two?
He has one human nature, one divine
Great.
nature.
So
Right?
his divine nature can do it.
Yeah, but his human nature can't. So is he going to activate one? Is he
Natures
like,
don't do things, persons do, bro. That's the point.
Is he going to activate one nature and then disable the other so that he can do something?
That's what?
Bro, natures don't do things, persons with natures do. That's our point. One nature isn't activated and not activated. The person doesn't, not the nature.
Okay, sure.
So
but is he gonna
hold on. If I have an Xbox controller in my right hand and a water pew pew in my left hand, can I do the
Okay.
pew pew in my left hand and play the Xbox in my right?
Because a water pew pew and a
can I do it or yes or no? Well, I don't like yes or no, but can I do it?
yes.
Right. So I can do it. Did I have to turn
You
off
can.
my one hand to do it?
No, but the
Okay,
thing
so
is
if
that
Jesus has two natures, right?
but the difference.
Hold on, if
natures,
Jesus has two natures, why are you saying he has to shut off one nature to do what the second nature does?
because your analogy is completely different. Because
What's the
shooting
symmetry
a
right
water,
here?
but the difference here is that both the natures are trying to do one thing, which is make another planet. So one nature says, "Hey, I can't do that. I can't make another planet." While the other nature says, "You know what? But I can do a planet."
Okay.
But it's both being
Can you
at the
can you
same
peel a
time.
banana with your butt cheeks?
Unless I was extremely skilled, no.
No, but can you do it with your hands?
Yeah.
Are they all part of you?
Yes.
Kind of analogy.
What
What the
analogy is
frick?
that? I'm not fully my butt cheeks and I'm not fully my hand.
Yo, what is up with y'all?
I'm just saying, bro, just because you have two things and one thing cannot do something and the other thing can doesn't logically follow that you cannot do it. If Jesus has two natures,
Right.
if Jesus has two natures, he can, and his person, the person of Jesus, can do one thing with one nature and not doing something with the other nature.
No, but the thing is that the difference is that I'm not fully my butt cheeks while I'm not also fully my hands. Okay, so I'm not two of the fully the same thing. But your belief is that Jesus is fully that nature while also fully being the nature of a divine nature.
Yeah.
So those natures,
Still, what's the issue? Where's the contradiction?
because one nature is being directly turned off.
Why?
Per se,
Why does it have to turn off?
Because that nature dictates that he can't do that.
Why?
Okay, but can the human nature make another planet?
Can the human nature make another planet? No.
Natures don't do things, bro. Persons do. I don't know why you keep
Is the
saying
human-
that.
Let
is the
me
human
ask you a
nature-
question. Let's say
No,
hold
no.
on. Let me ask you this. This is important, an important clarifier. Let's say
Yeah.
you die.
Okay.
Does the human body still have a human nature?
Yes.
Okay. Can it do anything?
No.
Okay, then when your human body does something, who's doing it?
Wait, in terms of death?
No. When you're talking to me right now, who's doing it? Are you doing it? Is it your person that's doing it?
Yes. But my
Okay,
nature
so is it
capable-
your nature that's communicating with me, or is it your personhood?
It's my person that's communicating. But
Right.
my
So
nature
your
is capable.
person does things, your nature
The
doesn't.
difference is that my nature is capable of doing so. But while in the case of Jesus,
Right,
the-
but
the-
hold on. Do you agree that persons do things, not natures?
persons do things? Yes.
Okay.
So if the nature is incapable of doing something, it can't contradict the other nature that says it can do something, because
It doesn't need to contradict it. It's not the same nature. It's two different natures.
Okay, hold on. Look, is the human nature capable of creating another planet?
Okay, can the human nature do anything without a person?
Answer my question.
Can the human nature do anything without a person?
Can a person who has a human nature
Can
create another
anything
planet?
do anything without personhood?
No. But is it capable? But with a person who is capable of that, right?
So with person, so you're saying, can a person that has a human nature create a planet?
I like answers. So
I'm giving a clarifying question. Are you saying a person with a human nature, can they create a planet?
If he's given the power.
human nature can create a planet? Can they create a planet?
Would you?
No, they cannot.
Okay, so hold on. What did you just say, Nick?
If he's given the power to, why couldn't he? Is it possible that God could allow someone to create a planet? Because
What?
God gives people, according to the Bible, power to do crazy stuff all the time, like turn a staff into a snake.
That is not an argument, because we're not saying that God has given Jesus the power to do something.
We're
hold
saying
on.
because Jesus, in virtue of him having the power and the divine nature, can do that thing. In the same way, he can give us the power to do things that would be considered miracles.
You say that Jesus is fully human, so therefore that nature says he can't do that.
Oh, okay, so
basically-
can we turn staffs into snakes?
I'm not going to beg to let me finish my sentence, okay?
Can you turn?
Oh my God.
Can you turn a staff into a snake?
I cannot.
Can Moses?
Well, he was given the power by God, so yes.
Okay, so
He could
Moses,
easily-
given the power, can do something that most humans cannot do, despite his
Yes,
nature,
but
right?
Moses, he was not God.
Right. So could God give Nick the power to create a whole banana-shaped planet?
Yeah, yes, he could.
Right.
Hey. So in the same way, Jesus, having the divine nature, already having that power, could do things. such as create the universe.
Okay, but the difference is that the natures are different. It's not because look, because if God is giving this Nick the power to do that, then that's changing his nature to
Okay,
be
so
able to do
if
that.
the person of Jesus has the divine nature and the human nature, could not the person of Jesus give the human nature the power to do it?
Well, hold on. Repeat your question.
Could the person of Jesus, who has the divine and human nature, not give the human nature the power to do things through his divine nature?
No, because
Okay, so
because
now
human
hold on. That's fair.
human
No.
nature-
Can the divine nature give Nick the power to do things?
yes.
Okay, so then
But the thing,
what is the difference between the two, and why it doesn't make it so he can do it for Nick but not for his own body?
because the thing is that for Nick, he is modifying Nick's nature because Nick has a human nature, correct? Nick has a nature that is able to be Nick is now being modified. His nature is being modified that is different from human nature. So that therefore now he does not have fully his nature is not complete as the
So
normal
he's
human
partly human, partly
Right.
divine. Is that what you're
So
saying?
you think Moses he wasn't fully human when he was creating that snake?
As I was saying,
So
the difference here.
Muhammad was partly divine when he split the moon?
No, no. Okay, look, you guys are changing the subject.
Not
Look,
changing the
Oh, that's
subject.
what you're saying, that if you do this miracle or gain this power from God, then your nature is modified. So you're not fully human then.
I was about to finish. What I'm saying is that when you're given something, a given a nature, that's modifying your nature. But when you have a fully human nature, then it's contradicting with the divine nature that can do something, which is the human nature that cannot.
Why?
Because a human nature is by design not able to do some things, while the divine
Define
nature can
human
do.
nature.
A human nature is the nature that belongs to humans.
That's circular.
Well, sure. Give me a definition, because human nature is something that kind of comes from Christianity, so I don't really like delve into it.
Define what a human is.
A human is a being that was given a soul by God.
A being that was, so are angels and jinn humans?
Okay, sure, and free will.
Okay,
wait,
so
no,
are jinn humans?
And that was originally made from clay. Okay, how about that?
So are jinn humans?
No, because jinn were made from smokeless fire.
So you have to be made from clay to be a human.
Yes.
Okay, so if Jesus makes a body from clay, gets in the body, and it has the power to create universes through that clay body, is it human?
What?
You
Jesus,
said it, to be a human, you have to be made from
Hold on.
clay.
Are we talking from a Christianity perspective or Islamic perspective?
I'm asking you.
So basically, can Jesus, who's a prophet, who does not have the power to do that? Well, the premise of the question is off, because Jesus can't do that.
Can God make a clay body,
Yeah, so make a human.
jump in it, and then create a
No.
universe?
Here's the thing: we don't believe that God takes the form of a human, because we believe that's something that's
I
outside.
didn't ask you if you took a form of human. Answer the question.
You said that he went into a clay body.
Can God create a clay body and then
Yeah.
make things from that clay body?
Make things from that clay. What does that mean?
All right, bro. God bless you. Appreciate your time. Have yourself a great day.
But
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. If you want to watch more, you can click one of these and you can keep watching.